Do you know the enigmatic smile on Klay's face when the score was behind? Do you know what it means? Could Klay, who had his worst game ever, really leave the Warriors? Perhaps you'll find the answer after watching the video below. As the Warriors suffered a devastating 24-point loss to the Kings on the road, the journey of this former championship team has come to an end this season. Although wins and losses are part of the game, such a result is hard for fans to accept, especially with Klay going 0 for 10, a performance bordering on disastrous. While Curry faced the cruel reality of elimination, looking desolate on the bench, Klay wore a smile on his face, seemingly already mentally on vacation. A flood of questions and ridicule immediately descended upon Klay, labeled as the team's biggest culprit. Some fans even revoked his Warrior status. But how many still remember the invaluable contributions Klay made to the Warriors' dynasty of 4 championships? After the game, a forlorn Klay stood alone on the court, not bidding farewell. Perhaps he was lamenting the unfairness of fate. Every missed shot tonight was once his signature move. Each shot was taken with utmost confidence. But now, all he gets is iron. When everyone thought Klay, who had once been benched, had come to terms with his former self. Yet how could someone who has faced adversity twice easily accept mediocrity? Despite suffering 2 career-threatening injuries, Klay has been trying to rediscover his old self. In the 2014 game against the Kings, Klay descended from the heavens, scoring 37 points in a single quarter and creating a new NBA record. Also in that game, Klay set a record with 9 three-pointers made in a single quarter. Additionally, in the 2018 game against the Bulls, Klay shone in Chicago, scoring 14 three-pointers, once again rewriting NBA history. Peak Klay, even overshadowing the unanimous MVP Curry. His brilliance cannot be denied. Perhaps Thompson isn't an MVP-level player, but as a top-tier 3 and D player, he's always been able to rescue the team from crisis. In the former Warriors team, there's a saying: when things are going well, watch Curry. When things get tough, watch KD. And in dire straits, you can always rely on Klay Thompson. In the 2016 Western Conference Finals against the Thunder, the defending champion Warriors were once down 2-3. But in the decisive Game 6, Klay descended like a god, scoring 41 points with 11 three-pointers, almost single-handedly pulling the Warriors back from the edge. After the game, team owner Lacob was so excited he knelt before Klay. So the Warriors' 4-championship dynasty cannot be separated from Klay's contributions. Perhaps the modest Klay doesn't shine as brightly as Curry. As a 3 and D player, he doesn't have Durant's elite individual skills, and he certainly can't match Green's fiery personality. But it's this seemingly ordinary Klay who has repeatedly saved the Warriors. The Oracle Arena is still filled with legends of the Splash Brothers. However, with 2 consecutive major injuries, the once invincible Klay seems to have forever stayed at the Oracle Arena. As Thompson arrives at the Chase Center, he gradually fades from the spotlight. But now, as all the doubts pile onto Klay, after the game, Curry continues to firmly support his brother-in-arms of many years.
Klay come back next season. How confident are you that he will be back next season?
I can never see myself, not with those 2 guys.
No one stays young forever, but there are always those who remain young at heart. Perhaps sometimes when you watch Klay play, you're truly frustrated and angry that he didn't seize the opportunity. But such is life, full of ups and downs. If you're a Warriors fan, perhaps you should cherish their twilight years. This trio will eventually bid farewell. What people will miss isn't the glamorous past, but rather everyone who experienced it. Can't forget the struggles of that time. What people will truly miss isn't the time itself, but rather the passion of their youth.